In today's video, we're going to walk you through device targeting inside Google Ads, which includes how to have it set up and optimize correctly for the best possible performance for your campaign. Now, first of all, as it's pretty self-explanatory, that device targeting is basically, the devices that you're targeting for your campaign, and this will be set up automatically for you depending on the type of campaign that you're running. And just to show you what I mean by this for the main, two campaign types that we use inside Google Ads, is that you could either be running a regular search campaign or a call only campaign. And I'll show you what that looks like, depending on how you set this up. So, for example, if you were to run either of these two campaigns when you're making your campaign, you'd choose leads first of all, come down here and press continue, choose search campaign as they're both search campaigns. And then basically, if you press continue straight away from here, you're basically setting up a search campaign or a regular search campaign from the very beginning. And you're going to be targeting computers, tablets, and mobile phones. But for down here, if you decide that phone calls is the way you'd like to reach your goal and you put in your phone number down here, you're effectively creating a call only campaign and you're only going to be targeting mobile phone traffic from the very beginning. And this is usually something I'd recommend doing if it's phone calls that you're mainly looking for your campaign. And this particularly works well for repair and emergency type services. But for a lot of service-based industries, it does make sense to also be looking for form submissions, and in those cases, it usually just makes more sense to run a regular search campaign, as you're less likely going to be struggling for search volume as well. The fact that you're targeting desktop also. And so, if you're running a call only campaign, for example, there isn't really any need for device targeting optimization because you're simply just targeting mobile phones. And you have nothing to be making, bid adjustments against, that you're not bidding on any one device over another because you're only running your traffic to one device only. But for our regular search campaign, I'll just show you how to actually find your device targeting and how to actually make optimizations to these depending on your campaign performance for each device. So to do that, then you basically come to insights and reports over on the left hand side. And once you do that, then you press when and where ads are showed. And once you're in there, then you come over here to devices and you'll see then that you have computers, mobile phones, and tablets. And if you never made any changes to these before, you'll notice that under bid adjustments, you don't have any changes made to any of them. So you're basically allowing Google to bid equally on all three of your devices. Now, this is an example of a campaign we decided to test a while back for desktop traffic only, as we are trying to, target more commercial style traffic. But basically, we want to make changes or optimizations to our device targeting when we notice that, one device is performing significantly better or worse than another. So let's say for computers, for example, you had a conversion rate over here of 10% and you had a cost per conversion of $50. But for mobile phones down here, you only had a conversion rate of about 5% and a cost per conversion of $100. Then it would make sense to come here to mobile phones and to make a bid adjustment to it. Then you press edit, change bid adjustments, and then you can decrease that bid adjustment, for example, by 50%. So that if your max cost per click bid limit, for example, was €10, you're only allowing Google to bid €5 because you don't value a mobile phone click the same way as you do with computers because it's not converting at the same percent. Equally, if you had a device that's, performing really well and you want to make a higher bid on that device only, you could come here to, for example, computers, press edit as we did, change bid adjustments, and you can also increase this, for example, by 20%. And as you see here, that if you're bidding €10, that bid will become €12 because it's an extra 20% on top of your original bid. So that's just a brief run through of how device targeting works inside Google Ads. If you're running a call only campaign, as I mentioned, you're only going to be running your traffic to mobile phones only, so you don't need to optimize the device that you're targeting. But if you are running a regular search campaign, as we mentioned, then it is worth checking the data you're getting from each device, and I wouldn't decide to only run your ads on one device over the other from the very beginning. I'd allow Google to collect data on this, and if you see one is performing significantly better or worse than the other, then that's when you consider, starting to make bid adjustments. Now, if you do have any questions on this or any other aspects of Google Ads, feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you do like this kind of content as well, we'll be posting all things related to Google Ads here daily on the channel. So feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.